Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to review about the DYSON AIRWRAP, and I have a lot of tips and tricks all the way throughout the video, and I try to keep as detailed as possible. If you want to know, then please keep on watching. Alright, I've been using AIRWRAP for 6 months now, and at starting I was struggling with making curls to long last. It's like if I do curls, it stands for maybe for half a day and it falls off. So I've been doing so many testings and experiments to figure out what really worked for me. For a note, my hair is really straight and I don't really have any texture to it. The DYSON AIRWRAP comes in this big box. It has like almost 6 settings to it. This is the main barrel. I use only 4 settings on this. It comes with 2 curling rod and then 2 comb through. One is for coarse hair and one is for straight hair like mine. I use this for myself. And then it comes with attachment to air dry. Also to take off flyaways. If you rotate the attachment, with this you can use it as an air dryer. And then if you rotate, then you can use this setting as your flyaway controller. And it comes with one round brush. This is for blow drying. Alright, so these are all the 6 settings. My first tip would be like figuring out what is your hair type and what products you really need for it. For me personally, as I said before, I have a very straight hair. Whenever I use product in my hair to dry out really quickly, I use this setting. But if you have coarse hair and you have to do straightening on the top part, then you can use the smoothing brush or like blow dry brush to sort of blow dry your top hair before you go on with styling. But since I don't need it, I just use this brush to sort of blend my products inside before I go with styling. It also comes with 2 different barrel attachment. Both gives different sort of look. This gives a tight curl look, whereas this gives a little blowed out sort of look. It totally depends on what you're going for, what type of look you're going for. So I use both. And I also use this setting to dry my hair if I'm in urgent and for flyaways. So among this, I only use these 4 settings a lot. So this is DYSON itself. It has like the on button, and then this is for hot shot and cold shot, and you have like a fan control and the temperature control right over here. If you are going to use a styling product like a curling wand in your hair, I would suggest not to use high heat and high fan settings when you are doing your blow drying, because when you use blow dryer and blow drying brush or comb brush with high temperature, and then suddenly if you try to use the curler, then curls might not stand for a long time. So be mindful about using different temperature settings on this AIRWRAP. That way you get the most out of it. My second tip would be like using a right product. First off, if you are going to use any styling tool from DYSON, then I would say to use minimal amount of conditioner to no conditioner if you prefer that, because with conditioner it's hard to style again your hair. You cannot really expect DYSON AIRWRAP to hold your hairstyle for a long time if you don't use any product. That I feel as a con too, because I'm spending like $600 on hairstyling tool which needs additional support to make the curls to long last. So I always use extra like volumizing mousse. You can use curling mousse too, but you have to be mindful about not using the product which is very heavy on hair. For example, I was using the Strictly Curls one. This is from Mark Anthony. It was good. It is a good product when you are using with really hot curling wand, but if you are using DYSON, then this is not working because it is quite heavy in hair compared to this one. So always go for products which are a little lighter on your hair. That way it won't bring your curls down. I always use this all over my hair, and then I also also use the heat protectant, which is very much important. Even though Dyson claims to have zero to minimal damage, it is always better to go more like by protecting your hair with the heat protectant. And then I also use comb through flex hold hairspray. It is from Nexus, and this really helps to hold curl for a long time. Alright, let's start with the mousse. Before I use anything, I'm gonna like comb my hair. Another tip is do not use your styling products in Dyson set when your hair is like wet. Make sure your hair is 100% dry before you go on with any styling settings in the Dyson Airwrap, because for myself, I'm not sure for others, but for myself, if my hair is like wet, even for like 0.5%, I feel like styles are not holding good. So what I usually do is I put on all the styling products and go on with this brush to sort of make my hair to absorb it and to spread evenly. But I make sure I put the things in like heat with medium amount of airflow. That way it just helps with like letting product get into my hair instead of doing any styling on my hair. Alright, I comb through my hair nicely. Now first step is to use the volumizing mousse. With volumizing mousse, always do shake the bottle and keep it tilted. That way you get more out of it. Like this. Spread in between hands. I'm going to go inside and I'm running through the hair. Doing the same on the other side. Tinking it. And whatever is left in my hair, I'm going to take it on the front. Next, I'm going to use the heat protectant spray all over my hair. Now I'm gonna use this attachment. And then I'm going to set the temperature to low and then fan speed to medium. Now you can see that my hair is 100% dry. This is when I go with the styling. Now I'm going to split my hair into two equal halves, like up and down. I'm not going to make so many layers. I'm dividing my hair from, the eyebrow to eyebrows, just like this. And I'm gonna clip it on top. I'm using the styling clip to lock it. So I'm gonna divide the remaining hair into two halves, like this. And I'm going to comb through my hair to like remove any knots if I have any. Now I'm going to use the curler. I'm going to use the tight curler, this one, for today. I'm going to set this. So Dyson recommends us to use hot settings for 15 seconds and cold settings for 5 to 10 seconds. But I've been researching about this, and I have seen a YouTube video where a YouTuber, she feels the curler holding lot better when you don't use the cold settings and just let it air dry. This makes a lot of sense because like when you use any like sort of hot tool in your hair, you're basically breaking the hydrogen bond inside your keratins. So when you style it, when you heat and style it, basically the hydrogen bond breaks, and when you cool it down again, hydrogen bonds reforms and hold the structure of your hair style for a long time. Now with this cooling and setting with 15 seconds to 10 seconds time frame, one, it is time consuming because for a single strand you are almost spending half a minute. I also noticed that when you change from hot setting to cold, then the wrap for itself takes almost 5 seconds to move from hot mode to cool mode, and then it spread into your hair. Then literally you have another 10 seconds to pass your cool air into the strands. What works much better than that, if you are running out of time, is to curl with the hot setting and do not use cool setting at all and let it leave, and you do not touch the curl until it cools down to the normal temperature. Doing that really helped me lost my curls. This tip really worked, and if I find the video, I'll link down. When you're doing curls, other tip is to use the highest setting on both air and also on heat. use the highest settings on both. Next step is to take very little strand. Do not go with lot of hair because the hair really have to spread along the rod for hair to hold on the styling. So take the size that is like holdable by the curler. Also hold it on the midway and use it from the bottom and kind of give the tension by moving it front and back. That way it pulls in all the hair into the curler. Like, can you see the curls? I'm gonna let it sit like that for some time. Now I'm gonna take the next strand. Make sure you're taking the strand that is equal to the thickness of the rod. Do not take more than that. Also make sure to set the wand according to the curl direction you want. I want curls to be out of my face, so I set it to this direction. If I'm doing on this side, and I just turn the knob, that way the airflow will be on this direction. So right now, since I'm doing on my right side, I'm going to turn it to right. If you have more time, then you can clip your curls. So I'm done for one side and I'm going to let it like that for some time on back side. Can you see the curls? Let me quickly do it on my left side too and come back. Alright, now I'm done with my entire down part. This is how it looks. I'm not going to touch it for now. I'm going to let it sit like that for some time till it cools down because I could feel the heat on my skin right here. And now let's move on to the top part. To make sure all my hair is away from my top part, I'm going to clip this like this and on the other side too. With the top part, before styling, just decide what direction you're going to go for because you can flip it, but if once you set your curls, that is going to be the shape of hair for a long time. So I just divide front hair into two halves. I'm going to keep it on the center partition, so this is okay for me. And I'm going to take out all the knots on both sides. Doing my lower part literally took me 10 minutes, that's it. So I'm going to like clip this away from my face and I'm going to work on my right side now. Alright, that's one side completely done. I'm going to let it cool this way and I'm going to quickly complete on my left side too and come back. Alright, I completed my left side too. It took literally 10 minutes to complete both the direction of my top part. Now with my bangs specifically, I'm going to take my bangs back side like this. And I can leave it whatever direction I want. I'm gonna let it cool for 10 minutes until I feel all my heat sensations are gone, and then I'll come back. Alright, now it's cooled down. Before I comb through or put anything else on my hair, I'm going to use Nexus Comb Through Flex Hold Hairspray. This also helps to retain the hair structure for a long time. So I'm going to like pull my hair and keep almost like for 2 feet distance and just alright, now with this cool, I like to go a little bit like this with the hairspray on, and then I use something like this white teeth comb, and then I'll just like go through literally like this. Alright, similar way this side. That's the end look. The curls are super defined, super curly. This is my curls on next day, end of the day. It holds up pretty good, and video clarity is different because I recorded this in phone. If you find this video useful, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you'll be notified next time I post something new. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.